Sector planning in Florida, Section 163-3245. Sector planning in Florida is to promote and encourage long-term planning for conservation, development, and agriculture on a landscape scale, to further support innovative and flexible development strategies, and to protect regionally significant resources while avoiding the duplication of data and analysis for DRI while emphasizing urban form. In Florida, sector planning has been around for quite some time. However, there are many changes to the sector plan legislation that were made in 2011 through the Community Planning Act. But first I want to talk about sector planning prior to 2011. Prior to 2011, sector planning involved a two-stage process. There was a master plan that was adopted that was an overlay, and then there was a detailed specific area plan that actually granted entitlements for properties. Both these processes were adopted through a comprehensive plan amendment. This pilot program also allowed only up to 5 sector plans. Only 4 sector plans were actually adopted through the pilot program: Horizons West in Orange County, the West Bay sector plan in Bay County, Clear Springs in the city of Bartow, which is in Polk County, and the Midwest sector plan in Escambia County. The first sector plan was adopted in Orange County. It was known as Horizons West. This was actually the grandfather of all sector plans and almost predated the sector plan legislation. This plan originally called for the development of mixed-use villages surrounded by open space areas anchored by town centers. The planners created implementation tools or mechanisms to help facilitate the implementation of the plans called specific area plans, which later became the detailed specific area plans we see today implementing sector plans. As Horizons West has implemented today, it is no longer consistent with the sector plan legislation we see today, where the DSAPs are enacted locally through development orders and must be a minimum of 1,000 acres. So we see the level of development in Horizons West moving away from a sector plan as envisioned post-2011 and more in the form of an urban service area development, such that we see the county looking to change the form of this old sector plan into perhaps an urban service area or some other tool to manage the growth in western Orange County. Similarly, the West Bay sector plan has also morphed somewhat. West Bay was originally envisioned as a sector plan to enable the new airport in Panama City. In 2002, Bay County adopted the West Bay sector plan to facilitate the new Panama City airport. In 2015, Bay-Walton counties adopted the Bay-Walton sector plan, transforming the West Bay sector plan into a much larger sector plan. This conversion also took what was a pre-2011 sector plan or an overlay and changed those overlay areas into actual land use entitlements. During the conversion, Bay County staff worked with the St. Joe Company to convert this pre-2011 overlay to flume entitlements pursuant to 3264. The next 2 pre-2011 sector plans have not had any development activity since their adoption and have not had any changes post-2011. Clear Springs in Bartow is 17,466 acres and will accommodate a little over 11,000 dwelling units and close to 30 million square feet of non-residential units. There was one detailed specific area plan adopted at the time of the sector plan's adoption. However, no development has happened at this date. The Midwest sector plan in Escambia County covers 16,000 acres and will accommodate 23,000 dwelling units and a little over 12 million square feet of non-residential units. The county did adopt 2 DSAPs covering the entire sector plan at the time of the sector plan's adoption in 2012. The county is contemplating perhaps changing it to an urban service area, but they have not made any significant changes to the sector plan since its adoption in 2012. In 2011, the Community Planning Act also made an option available for large-scale plan amendments to convert into sector plans. These were done through a conversion agreement consistent with 3245(10). This allowed plan amendments containing a minimum of 15,000 acres to convert to a sector plan if they met the other sector plan criteria. In Nassau County, the East Nassau Community Planning Area Plan Amendment converted into a sector plan in 2012. This plan amendment allowed for 24,000 dwelling units and a little over 11 million square feet of non-residential units. The county has adopted one DSAP for the employment center area and also included a mobility fee for the area. This also includes a new interchange on I-95. In Southwest Florida, the Duda Company also converted their Rodina Amendment in 2012 to a sector plan covering a little over 25,000 acres and allowing for 21,000 dwelling units and a little over 4 million square feet of non-residential square feet. This is located in southwest Hendry County. Finally, the Northeast District in Osceola County converted to a sector plan. This was the smallest of the conversions at 19,000 acres, allowing a little less than 30,000 dwelling units and 10 million square feet of non-residential uses. This sector plan is adjacent to the North Ranch sector plan in Osceola County. After 2011, we have seen 5 proposed sector plans, 3 of which have been adopted, 2 of which have either been withdrawn or challenged. The 3 adopted sector plans include the Southwest Hendry, the Bay Walton, which was previously discussed, and the North Ranch in Osceola County. The Southwest Hendry sector plan is one of the smaller sector plans in the state. It accommodates just shy of 23,000 dwelling units and 4 million square feet of non-residential uses. It's located obviously in southwest Hendry County. It's odd in the fact that it is bifurcated, but it does allow for the regionally significant conservation area. The Bay Walton sector plan encompasses over 110,000 acres, spanning from the prior West Bay sector plan in Bay County to the Water Sound DRI in Walton County. The sector plan encompasses over 145,000 dwelling units and over 4 million square feet of non-residential uses. It's envisioned as an active retirement community with a planning horizon of over 40 years. Finally, the North Ranch sector plan, with a planning horizon of 2080, encompasses over 130,000 acres, will be home to over 490,000 people and over 83 million square feet of non-residential uses. The sector plan also commits to having over 53,000 acres in conservation. The development on this sector plan is not likely to start until after 2060, and it commits to having a high level of urbanization as well as transit supportive and transit within the sector plan. Since 2011, there were also 2 somewhat controversial sector plans that have either been withdrawn or challenged. The proposed Sugar Hill sector plan, located in Hendry County, was proposed on land that had been targeted for purchase by the Water Management District for potential Everglades restoration, was eventually withdrawn by the county due to its lack of adoption within the 180-day time frame. Wellness Way, located in Lake County, was adopted as a sector plan and then challenged by a third party as well as the state. The state settled with Lake County by converting the sector plan into an urban service area. The third party challenge is ongoing and the case is not settled yet. There's still some potential sector plans out there. The Swanee Lakes, located in Gilchrist County, within the Wakasasa Flats, there's talk of that coming in as a sector plan. We see legacy planning going on there, as well as the Plum Creek land in Alachua County, which is now owned by Wirehouse. While it was denied locally, there is still potential for that to come back as a sector plan. Since 2015, we have seen some changes to the sector plan legislation as we see more amendments coming through the process. In 2015, we saw the changes to the process clarifying that any amendments to the sector plans go through the state coordinated process. We also saw a change clarifying that public facility analysis for sector plans need not be that same as other flume amendments. We also saw a change that allows review agencies to review the proposed DSAPs. Also, that conservation easements may be based on digital orthophotography and allowance for conservation easements to be used for mitigation. In 2016, we saw more changes to the sector planning statute. The threshold was lowered to 5,000 acres, allowing more landowners to take advantage of this flexible and innovative planning technique. Be sure to check back with the Development and Land Use Committee website for more information.